Okay, so for IUCN, where I work, the Green List is a new international standard that really sets the bar for how well protected and conserved areas all around the world function and perform. Well, the origin of the Green List actually goes quite a long way back in the history of IUCN. IUCN has been very famous for a concept called the Red List of Threatened Species. And the Red List measures how vulnerable species are to extinction. So it's a kind of a red flag of danger in terms of species conservation. For protected areas, it is not appropriate to think about all protected areas on the brink of poor performance or perhaps the loss of these protected areas. What we wanted to focus on was more on their success, what they were doing right, how they were doing it right. And so we came up with this idea not of a red list, but of a green list that measures the positive, constructive optimism for protected areas. You know, not everywhere in the world is the same. If you're in South America or you're in China or you're in the Middle East, then there's a specific local context, different laws, different languages, different approaches. So what we've had to do is we first of all have a standardized global standard for the Green List, and we adapt that standard to the different areas. IUCN is divided across the world into different regions, including the region of West Asia, which is where we are. So the countries that are part of West Asia can obviously be interested in the Green List. Yes, so any protected area in the world could aspire to perform its functions extremely well. If an area is set up to conserve a species, if it's set up to work with local communities on socio-economic development, these are all the things that people establish protected areas for. So what we've done is we've opened up the possibility that any area can become a candidate, register themselves, and be measured in terms of whether they meet that international standard of the Green List. Well, IUCN is the founder of the Green List. IUCN has established this thing. IUCN is the only global organization that can really set a global standard for conservation. And this is its long history. We are celebrating the 70th anniversary of IUCN this year, and through that history, IUCN has, for example, defined what is a protected area. We've defined what are the different categories of protected areas, and now we're defining how do you measure how to make a protected area successful. So that's our science and our knowledge base
as IUCN.
As IUCN, yeah.
Okay.
You see, the relationship is that if a particular country wanted to measure its own performance, it clearly could be biased in terms of it thinks it's doing a good job. So here we have a universal international standard, independently assured, so that Lebanon or Jordan or any of the countries in the regions can apply to an international standard for verification of their performance. And then they can be sure that they're actually head and shoulders above or at the same level as others around the world. Trevor Sandwith, the director of IUCN's Global Protected Areas Program.